Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Disney Morning Show. I'm Kyle, and joining me this morning is Luke, who is just voguing during the intro.
Vogue, let the body move with the music.
Something like that.
Oh. Bienvenidos. Hello. How's it going?
I'm doing well. Let's say some hellos to the our lovely audience before we jump
Yes.
into the show.
Bonjour to everybody here. That includes Spencer Walker, Fred Ramirez, Nikki B, Genie Plus Plus, and Billy Judd. Hello to all of you. Happy last day of June as well. I can't believe July is almost here. It that means it's going to be time for one of those Jimmy Kimmel supercuts where it's wow. Can you believe it's already June? Can you or July?
Yeah.
Kyle, can
I
you
will
believe
say,
it's already July?
John
Almost already.
Oliver had during his show this week had clips from one of our local morning shows,
Oh, that's fun.
like as a featured res that, and now this type of thing.
I
Anyway,
I don't think I will watch General Hospital with him on it, but I will at the very least watch a clip of it because it sounds so interesting.
yeah. Well, let's get to the Disney stock price. Yesterday was at 99.05. I'm going to warn you now, it's not pretty. It is now at 96.84, well below the Disney 100.
That's
So
pretty
yeah,
bad.
maybe the breaking news we have will turn things around. Yes, it's true. We actually do have breaking news. The Disneyland Resort has just announced a special evening ticket for the summer. This will be available Sundays through Wednesdays from July 12th through August 5th. And basically, you'll get entry into Disneyland Park starting as early as 7 or California Adventure as early as 5. And it's $59. So Luke and I were talking about this a bit before the show. I mean, on a Wednesday through Sunday, well, wait,
In the summer,
Sundays through Wednesday. Yeah, I feel like Disneyland's usually open till midnight during these days, maybe 11, but usually midnight. And California Adventure is probably 10 o'clock. So either way you slice it, you're probably getting 5 hours out of this at most. So that's a little bit more than $10 an hour. I still think this is a pretty good deal. It's funny because they're highlighting this as, hey, come and enjoy the nighttime entertainment. But I would say if you're going to do this, skip the nighttime entertainment and go to the rides. But that's just me.
yeah. So I'm just clicking around on the app on random days right now from Sundays to Wednesdays in July, and pretty much all of those days the hours are a 10 p.m. closure for California Adventure and a midnight closure for Disneyland. So that's a really good deal, and I also think that that's something that they should always have because I mean I've had situations, whether it be not necessarily just Disneyland, but really any theme park or anywhere that you travel to, where you might be traveling one day and you might get there at 2-3 o'clock, but you don't want to pay for a full day's admission to only go in for 5 hours. So having an option like that is really good and really like customer friendly, I would say too. I really dig that.
Yeah, if Walt Disney World had this when I was there last week, I mean, I shuffled some things, so I got it for free, but I would have purchased one for Hollywood Studios. I went for like 2 hours. I would have paid $50 for that. Don't tell them I said that, but I would at least consider it if I got to do the things I wanted to do. So yeah, I'm look forward to this. Hopefully, it is a test that leads to more. I could also see this being popular. We were talking yesterday, like not on the show, but about magic key holders and how the lower ones are blocked out for a good part of July. So I
Yeah.
feel like the $60 is about what a blockout ticket used to cost, and those are no longer an option. So I could see people, even magic key holders, using this as like a blockout ticket.
I forgot the blockout tickets were a thing, and also forgot that they're not a thing anymore. Wow. Yeah.
So anyway, we'll get more news about this, but I think a little over $10 an hour, not a bad deal. But again, I would, if you're a big fan of the nighttime spectaculars, then sure, do that. But
Yeah,
running around doing the attractions while people are focused on the nighttime, I think is probably where the real things. And of course, these are one park at a time. You're not going to be able to park hop with this,
unless you for some reason you buy 2 tickets, but that seems not worth it. Before we move on, just want to say hello to Toad Salvati, who just discovered our channel and subscribed. So thank you very much for subscribing.
We got some news about the D23 Ultimate Disney Fan Event, and they have a bit of counter programming to the Honda Center. So this year, the ACC, the Anaheim Convention Center, is going to be open a little bit later. The show floor is going to be open later. And of course, there are people that don't have tickets to Honda Center, so they have some things for them. On August 14th and 15th from 7 p.m. on the Friday, 6:30 on the Saturday, there'll be the Disney Rewind concert, which is kind of like the 80s and 90s concert they did. It'll celebrate the 80s and 90s, including Disney afternoon favorites, Goofy Movies, Powerline, the Hercules Muses, and more. It'll have several performers that have been on Disney on Broadway, as well as appearances by Bill Farmer, Jodie Benson, Susan Egan.
The usual gang, yeah. I think Susan produced the 80s and 90s concert, so I'm not surprised to see she probably has a hand in this as well. And then on Sunday, August 16th at 6 p.m., it'll be Alan Menken, A Whole New World of Alan Menken, where he'll be doing a one-man concert. And that'll also, again, be at the convention center. The Honda Center starts a little bit earlier that day, so you could potentially double dip, I think, but maybe not. I forget exactly when it starts. But I have not looked into the timing of things at the expo at all yet.
And there's way too much to talk about, but they also announced there's going to be like an auction for some items that ones they have extras of. They're not selling the one and only, ride vehicle or something that they have, but they are going to auction off some items because they just have a lot of stuff. So if you want to bid against John Stamos, you'll be able to do that at the Ultimate Disney Fan Event. So keep an eye out.
Maybe get the eye from the sign.
Yes. But heading over to Disneyland Paris, Donald Canard, as I like to call him.
Lots of fun stuff happening at Disneyland Paris. Also want to say hello to Benjamin. We're doing well this morning. How are you? Expecting the answer to immediately pop into the ether right there. Yes, so Donald Duck is getting a new look at Disneyland Paris, and this is similar to something that they did last year with Chip 'n Dale. Chip 'n Dale got a new winter look, and then they went and took that look and made it into plush and some other merchandise items, and they're doing the same this year. So you can see Donald's look, a very nautical inspired look, and you'll also be able to get that on a variety of shirts, a hat, a bag, inspired by that. But perhaps cutest of all, you can get a little nautical Donald shoulder plush. So all of that will be available, including the chance to meet with Donald in that costume beginning on July 6th. Guests can purchase the collection from locations such as the Emporium, Sir Mickey's, World of Disney, and appropriately the Bay Boutique at Disney Newport Bay Club.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have them merchandise a character with a new costume than keep doing the Haunted Mansion. But
yeah. I don't think we have enough Haunted Mansion merchandise. That's what I'm getting at here.
Yeah. Well, another addition to Disneyland Paris, a new show has been revealed. This will take place on the castle stage near Le Château de la Belle à Bois Dormant, Sleeping Beauty Castle, at Disneyland Paris. And several times a day, the castle stage will have a royal celebration with Princess Aurora and Prince Philip, as well as several. They'll just do a waltz. It'll be fun. This will debut on July 1st, and Tony is going to Disneyland Paris on July 1st. So expect to see video of this.
That's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. I don't know if he'll be there our time tomorrow, but he's darn well headed there.
Yeah, I think he's getting there in the afternoon, so like a half day. So we may not see this until the day after, but
Yeah.
it's happening.
Well, let's head back home go to Disney Springs.
More things that are happening, and that is the inaugural Sushi Showdown at Morimoto, Asia, which will bring together some of Orlando's top sushi chefs for a one-night culinary competition this September. And you can be
almost like Iron Chef.
Yeah. You could be a part of that with 2 tasting sessions that will be offered on September 21st from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. or from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And tickets for that are $125, which
That's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, for a fancy thing like this, that's not awful.
Morimoto's been known to have some fancy, expensive events.
Yes.
This one is not that bad.
And they do have a limited number of $700 VIP experiences also available. So if you really want to get bougie with it, that is available too. The event will also feature some live entertainment, with each guest receiving a gold coin to cast their vote for their favorite chef. And attendees can also participate in a live auction that will benefit Give Kids the World. So they're doing some nice charity work too from this event.
Nice. It sounds good, but I know I'm only gonna want like the most basic nigiri.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't want any sea urchin.
Yeah. Which really just then doesn't make it worth it for you or I.
Right. Well, we were just talking about magic key holders, and there's some summer discounts and special offers for them at Downtown Disney this summer, including this from Black Tap, this purple, what's it called? Purple Fusion cocktail that'll be available for magic key holders. And then at Parkside, there's 3 things. There's a latte, a trifle, and a mocktail that you can get as a magic key holder. These will be available July 6th through July 31st. And there's also some special discounts on other things that you can discover by going to Laughing Place or, Disneyland.com, but laughingplace.com.
Yeah. Easier to find on laughingplace.com.
Yes. And we got some news out of Essence Fest, which is an annual celebration.
Yeah, so Essence Fest is coming this week. It will take place, interestingly enough, over the 4th of July weekend, so from July 3rd to the 5th. And Disney quite often has a presence at the festival, which is something that we've showcased before. We have an episode of Laughing Place on location from last year from the festival, and I'm guessing Doobie is returning this year. No, Doobie.
No, he wanted to be home for 250.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. But if you are going, or perhaps want to learn some more, which might be shared online too, there will be a panel and screening about the Proud Family Louder and Prouder, which is getting ready to debut its 4th and final season. And this will feature a 25-minute screening followed by a 20-minute Q&A with the 2 creators of the show, Bruce W. Smith and Ralph Farquhar.
Very cool.
So yeah, that takes place on Saturday, July 4th. So on the big day itself, from 1:30 p.m. to 2:15 p.m. I guess is New Orleans in Eastern time, or are they in Central?
It's a good question.
Yeah,
I kind of
sometime around there.
Hold, please.
I've never been to New Orleans, so I'm not quite sure.
I mean, like linearly, I would think Central, but sometimes it is in Central Daylight Time. Yes.
Okay. So let's call that 11:30 Pacific.
Well, going around LP yesterday, Eric put together a list of movies that have been released on mostly like Hulu and things like that, or Disney Plus, that he thinks should get physical releases because they're good, like Chip and Dale. Like, I forget the fact that, I guess I didn't get a physical release because it was a Disney Plus original. So you can check out his thoughts on those movies on Laughing Place.
There's a couple of movies on that list too that like are among those that aren't even on Hulu or Disney Plus anymore. So
yeah, Togo being one of them.
Yeah.
And then at long last, a brand new episode of the Laughing Place On Balance podcast has been released. We recorded this at the beginning of June, so the news that you hear us talk about has been well past. We hadn't even heard the Taylor Swift song when we recorded this. So
Oh, wow.
But our guest is Michael Vargo of D23. So you'll want to listen to that because he has lots of insights about D23 over the years, which I think is really interesting. And then Luke put together another one of our weekly, in case you missed it, news quizzes for last week, including, we're just going to scroll down to the bottom question real fast, which is, are any major new additions coming to the holiday season at Walt Disney World this year? So you can take a guess, yes or no.
That was my favorite question of the whole bunch.
I could imagine. And then finally, yesterday we talked about Mike Celestino's feelings about the new pirate at Pirates of the Caribbean. You could also hear him talk about it on Parks Talk, but he wrote another article called The 5 Stages of Theme Park Grief, How I'm Adjusting to Disneyland's New Pirates of the Caribbean Changes. So if you want to get more into the psyche of Mike Celestino, you could do that right now over on Laughing Place.
And the rest.
Well, have you ever seen the movie Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann version?
I have not. I have seen Moulin Rouge, which I love, but
fair enough. I like Romeo and Juliet. It's kind of funny because it's like it uses the original text, but it has updated like contemporary things. So they'll be holding a gun and call it a sword. Kind of funny. But it's getting a film to concert experience live. And if you're like, wow, that sounds great, where can I see it? Well, it's going to be at the City Opera House, which is awesome because it's the City Opera House, but it's also very far away for us people in North America. So it's celebrating the movie's 30th anniversary. So if you happen to be in the Sydney area, then you can check that out. But otherwise, we'll just have to wait for maybe a tour or something.
yeah.
And then we wanted to share some news from our friends over at Main Street Mouse. They're doing their annual House of Mouse Expo, and they've just announced the full lineup. This takes place at Walt Disney World, but it's at the Wyndham at Disney Springs. So if you go to Disney Springs, it's just a quick pedestrian bridge across the street, and you're at the Wyndham.
Kyle knows a lot about the Wyndham at Disney Springs and other hotels at the Disney
I
Springs.
just learned of them, yes.
Yes.
Some of the guests this year include the Lawrence brothers, Joey, Matthew, and Andrew. John O'Hurley, who you know from Seinfeld and the annual Dog Show on NBC. Caitlin Robrook, who's the voice of Minnie Mouse. Jenna Van Oy, who was on Blossom. And she's done other stuff, but she was on Blossom. Steve Whitmire, who is a former Muppets performer, and many more. So the House of Mouse Expo is taking place July 31st through August 2nd. You can find much more information on our site and on the House of Mouse Expo site. But yeah, sounds like a fun time.
Fred Ramirez says, seeing that title makes me wish it was the TV show House of Mouse, which also makes me wish, and I feel like this is a rant Tony's probably had at some point, but I would love for that show to be on Disney Plus because it is that was a great part of my childhood.
Yeah, I know it is beloved.
And Nikki B is excited for Joey Lawrence.
I was a little surprised they didn't put "whoa" in the headline, or in the not the headline, but in their press release. But I guess it's because it's all three of them, and not just Joey. But yeah. All right, Sir Luke. On this day in 1978, Disney released a movie. An unidentified flying object makes an emergency landing on Earth and is taken into custody by the United States government. The occupant of the flying saucer turns out to be blank.
Is it the cat from outer space?
It is the cat from outer space. Nice work.
Yes.
On this day, we talked a bit about this attraction had a media preview like a week or so ago, but on this day in 2008, an attraction at Disneyland officially opened to the public.
Toy Story Mania?
No. In Disneyland Park.
In Disneyland Park.
An attraction is generous. It's part of an attraction, I would say.
Dixie Hollow?
No, it's a good guess.
The subs, that was 2007, I think.
Right. You're geographically close.
Geographically close. Okay. Something in Interventions?
And it is.
Like the Dream Home or whatever that was?
The Interventions Dream Home.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
celebrating Joey's soccer win or whatever it was.
I was just very glad that Tom Morrow was still a part of it for that part.
Yeah, I remember they used to have the demos, and then you'd go to the dream home. Like
yes,
you go through the different doors, and
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, because you'd have the Tom Morrow pre-show as it was like slowly going around, and the door would open. Yeah, Interventions was so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On this day in 2010, an attraction returned to Tokyo Disneyland.
Captain EO.
Indeed. On this day in 2014, an attraction closed at Tokyo Disneyland.
Captain EO.
It's Captain EO.
It was on the same day.
And then finally, on this day in 2019, an entertainment offering opened at Disneyland Paris that has been very well reviewed.
Like the Lion King show, Rhythm of the Pride Lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that, I think, on my last trip there, and it was pretty good.
Yeah, I hear good things about it. I still haven't actually had a chance to see it. Usually has long lines.
Yeah. My first couple of times there, I was like, I could just be going and riding Phantom Manor again. But I think I had a decent length time at Disneyland Paris recently, and I was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's on the poster. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean, that's how I was at Tokyo too this time, because I was there a little bit longer. I had more time to explore, so I was okay seeing a couple of shows, but I still I put my name down for like the lottery thing in the app, but didn't get into a lot of them. So
yeah. All right, let's check in on Sorcerer's Street. When we checked in on Monsters Inc. yesterday, it was only at 5 minutes, but during the course of the day in the afternoon, it got up to 40 minutes. So that was a yes for that question. Then yesterday I asked if Goofy would appear in a featured image on LP that we published by 4 p.m. Let me take a look. I didn't see him earlier when I looked. There's one that's published. I'm going to have to take a closer look at this one to see if he's in the background somewhere, but I don't immediately see him. But we have a few more hours to see if that one comes to fruition. And then today's question is on July 1st, 1996, Disney's Boardwalk Inn officially opened at Walt Disney World. So my question is whether Walt Disney World or Disney Parks Instagram or X account will acknowledge this anniversary by 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. This could be a story. This could be a tweet. This could be a reel. This could be, I guess, technically a comment on somebody else's post. I'm just saying, will they acknowledge it? So we'll see what happens. What do you think?
I put yes. It's purely because it's the 30th, and that feels like something that they might do.
I did specifically look for one that was a milestone anniversary, but it's very hit or miss. For these things.
Because if it was like 28th or whatever, I'd be like, no, they're not going to say anything. But
I mean, I think it also helps that there is those upcoming updates to Boardwalk coming with the what was the name of the new club?
Hurly Burly.
Hurly Burly, and so that could give them a reason to kind of make
them a leg up
on that while acknowledging the anniversary. So there is something there. Anyway, we're gonna call this. Has been a kind of a quick one. Yesterday was kind of slow in the world of Disney. Today seems to be busier, so stay tuned. We will have Barely Necessities today at 4 o'clock, as far as I know. And then I believe we have Disney Trivia Live at 7:30. So be sure to subscribe, ring the bell so you know whenever we go live. Was there anything else on the schedule? I should probably look.
Yeah, not sure. I'm excited for they announced a Hellraiser house for Halloween Horror Nights, which is a movie franchise that I enjoy. So I'm very excited to see how that translates into the realm of a haunted house.
Yeah.
Nikki B said that Interventions was weird, but was happy to just go into the building again after America Sings closed.
Which it had its opening yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I mean, on the stage, it didn't actually open yesterday.
They brought back America Sings.
Yeah, big news.
Well, I mean, that would be something fun to bring back for because that was created for the 200th anniversary. Right. So bring it back.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Luke, do you have anything else to say before we sign off?
We've got a "See you tomorrow?" from Fred Ramirez.
I have to figure that out, quite honestly, because Luke, you're off tomorrow.
I am, yes.
Yeah, and Tony's going to be in Paris, so it's going to be interesting. But I'm going to try to make it work because I'm probably going to be gone for most of next week. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.